Hey guys, concert day will be here before you know it. And there's a few things I want to talk about before concert day so that you can be fully prepared. We want to let you know exactly what you can expect on concert day and with setup and things like that. So I'm going to share a what you can expect one sheet with you guys, and we'll just work through each one of these items. So the first thing is setup and sound check. Setup usually takes anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. We want to be prepared to know that setup is not something we just roll in and throw it together. It does take quite a bit of time, and we do sound check and setup at the same time. So it will take place the evening before your concert. We will do all of setup the evening before your concert. Usually, we will try to roll in about 4 p.m. for setup. Now, depending on whether there's a concert the day before, it may be a little bit later. So, as we get closer to your concert, we will give you an exact time of arrival so you will know when to expect us to arrive on campus ready to set up. Now, a couple of things. The stage absolutely has to be set up before we arrive. If the stage is not set up when we arrive, it slows everything down. So, not only does the stage have to be set up before we arrive, it has to be set up in the correct location before we arrived. We do not want to have to move a stage. We've done that before. It's not a lot of fun. So, we want to make sure that the stage is set up, number one, and it's set up in the correct location before we arrive for load in. Now, we prefer for you to have 5 to 7 student helpers, some people that can lift heavy things, push gear, and really just be great helpers to help load in and to help set up. Setup goes a lot quicker when we have those student helpers. Now, those student helpers will not have to stay the entire 4 to 5 hours. That's not what we expect. As long as they're there to help unload the truck and set up the reach and teach equipment, as soon as that's done, they can leave. Now, they are more than welcome to hang around and see sound check if they would like to, but they won't have to stay that full 4 to 5 hours. Typically, 2-ish hours is about maximum that we will need those students to stay once we load in. So, setup and sound check, you can expect that to take place the night before your concert, the evening before your concert. And it'll be around 4 to 5 hours long for that. We will also do rehearsal for your student performer on the night before. So that will take place during sound check. We love to have student performers perform with the band. Be sure and check out our student performer guidelines video and the Google form that your student will have to complete if they plan to perform with the band. We do have to know who the student performer is at least, well, on here it says 3 weeks, but we really like to know 4 weeks, 4 weeks before the concert, so that we can be prepared, your student can be prepared, and they have to be available for rehearsal. So, something new that we added this year is the ImagineX Career Festival. This is the Career Exploration Festival where juniors and seniors at your school will get to learn about new careers that they may not have ever known existed before. They'll be able to explore show production, audio production, entertainment business, and film and television. All of this place will take place on your school campus. We have a completely separate video that goes over all of the information you need to know about ImagineX and how that Career Exploration Festival will work. But just to give you a heads up, it takes place on your school campus on concert day in the exact same location as the concert. We provide all of the equipment, we provide all of the mentors. You just have to provide the students. And so there is a process that you will have to go through to get your students ready for that ImagineX Festival, and that separate video will go over all the details that you need to know. Also, we're giving away a custom guitar. That is awesome, right? One lucky student at your school will be able to win a custom guitar. and it's a random drawing. So there are some requirements of what students have to do in order to be entered into the drawing. We'll go over that with all of your students and with everyone who's in attendance. But there is an opportunity for a student graphic designer to design the guitar, the pick guard that goes on the guitar. And so if you have a student that is super interested in graphic design, if you have a student that maybe is a really great artist or a graphic designer, we would love for them to work with our graphic designer to design the pick guard. And so we do have a guideline sheet that goes over all the details you need to know for that custom guitar design. And we also have an information video that your student graphic designer can watch before they start designing the pick guard. So be sure, let us know any questions that you have, but this is just a short overview of what you can expect. Again, setup is going to be the night before. It will take 4 to 5 hours. We need student helpers. And then on concert day itself, we'll have the Imaginext Festival, which will be about 3 to 4 hours long. Then we'll have the concert, which the concert is usually about 60 to 75 minutes long. And then after the concert's over, after you guys have a meet and greet or anything that you plan after the concert, we'll start tearing down the Reach and Teach gear. We'll start tearing down the production. And usually loadout takes around 2 hours, 3 hours max, but certainly between 2 to 3 hours. So you can kind of plan for that depending on what time your concert ends. Obviously, tear down's a lot quicker than load in and set up, but it would be extremely helpful to have students that are going to stick around. It's going to help us pack up the gear and put the gear on the truck. That would be fabulous. So we would really, really appreciate that. Another thing you might think about, I mentioned a meet and greet. You guys are more than welcome to schedule some type of meet and greet with the band. Some schools do it before the concert. Some schools do it after the concert. I will say that students seem to be more excited when the meet and greet takes place after the concert. So that's just something to think about. Also, our band is more than willing to do a lunch with the students. Maybe you have a VIP lunch. Anything like that, just let us know and we will work it into the schedule for the artist on concert day. So we're so excited to work with you. I hope this gives you a little bit more insight into what to expect on concert day. But as always, reach out to us with questions. We would love to help you and support you in any way that we can.